My name's Lyn Lynch. I am an equestrian vaulting coach, and we operate out of Heritage Horse Park here in Windsor. I've been coaching for about 40 years and this is my passion. I did come from corporate world many years ago in business, but I finally found a career that I can enjoy. My business at Heritage Horse Park is primarily set up as an agistment business, so that's where we look after people's horses, and we also host Sydney Vaulting Group, which is a sporting club that teaches equestrian vaulting, which is gymnastics on horseback. So basically everything we do at the business helps go towards supporting the vaulting group, so it's a little bit like set up as a social enterprise. So this is my happy place. Sometimes I come here to reflect and then sit and think and make future plans. I can overlook the whole property from here and see what we've done and feel accomplished about what we've done. And plus I love the history of the area. There's quite a culture around the Indigenous in this spot. And then we have the observatory, which is behind me, which is Tebbutt's Observatory. John Tebbutt discovered the tail of a comet back in the 1860s, and as a result of that he got recognised and put on the first Australian $100 bill. He's no longer on there, they've updated him since, but it's nice to have a connection with this particular spot and know a little bit about its history, and you know, it's sort of nice that I'm a part of its future. The toughest parts were the floods between 2020 and 2024. I think we had 8 floods. 3 of them went to the roof of my shed, so covered the whole property, and so we had to evacuate all the horses. The first year I lost a lot of my stuff, so it was a great way to cleanse everything and minimalise. I don't have anywhere near as many clothes or shoes now. Everything that comes to the property now, I look at it and go, am I going to be bothered if it got lost in the flood? Because you have to make so many decisions in that 24 hours in the lead up to evacuation. We take out the power points, we take out ceiling fans, we take out the kitchen. You know, the first thing to go, of course, is all the horses and the stuff around the paddocks. But the next thing is evacuating the shed and possessions. So, and it has got into my house across the road. You know, that's where I lost a lot of my stuff, and Max Manic paintings, you know, like stuff that I was really, that held a lot of value. But anyway, you just move on from that. But ever since, we've got better management plans in how to manage the flood, how to recuperate after the flood more quickly, how to make it safe for the horses to come back. We have to fix fences and dry out the walkways, and when you're dealing with a lot of mud all the time, so my knees get really sore. So it's managing everything in those times, and yeah, certainly it's not easy. I'm not scared of it anymore though, because we have a good plan in place. But the nice part about it, for the next 3 weeks, I'm literally on forced holidays. There's nothing I can do while the place is submerged in water. So we kick back and enjoy that time and take some time out. So I look forward to having a holiday where it's not forced and I can actually plan to kick back and relax. But it certainly is a forced break from doing the day-to-day work. As a result, though, we have a great community. We have a great Member of Parliament, Susan Templeman. She's joined us for flood recovery barbecues. She gets out in the floods in a pink gumboots, and helps load stuff into the boats. I once had one of my horses, Nico, up on the hill on Tebbutt's Observatory during the flood, which was fine. He was safe, but I couldn't get to him. So the emergency services had to take hay over to him over there, and the Tebbutt family stayed there and fed him for me. So Susan put in, a bale of hay into the boat and a bottle of champagne for the people looking after him. And as the floodwaters rose more higher and higher, they had less space, and he just kept following them around for 8 days straight. Whatever they did, he did, and he'd look in their kitchen window and they'd send me pictures. pictures. Like, I knew he was safe, but it really concerned me that I couldn't get to him. But, you know, during that time you have to manage all horses getting fed wherever you've relocated them to, and that was one of them. I hope they remember Fur. Making a real difference in this sport, changing people's lives. And my love of the horses. Oh, Nico. You're a good boy, aren't you? You solve all the problems of the world, mate, don't you?